The true philosopher's stone is not some alchemization of a physical material into gold. Rather, it is the transformation of oneself into an identity that is most unique to one's sense of fulfillment. An identity that balances between freedom from the eyes of strangers and compassion to those who love and are deeply loved by the individual. Our life is nauseatingly cyclical. Wake up, shower, eat, go to school, stay quiet, never go out of your comfort zone, go home, and then live until the next best event. Yet how often are we truly present? Do we take a pause before every conversation or meal and consciously think to ourselves that this is going to be the most pivotal moment of my day and therefore I should make the most of it? In my near 18 years of living, it is only these rare moments that shine brilliantly in my mind, even if they are eventually overshadowed by long-term experiences or experiences with a heavy emotional weight. The simple act of looking into the eyes of someone you care about holds a value which the days I can only seem to grasp before I hit the bed cannot. How often can you say you truly express yourself? Who exactly do you live for? I will admit that I'm not insusceptible to the pressures of society. I often feel when doing my assignments at school or even as I live temporarily for another I dislike that an aspect of my soul has committed like some spiritual form of suicide. Even though I learned to set a boundary so others cannot make use of my hands without my consent, there still lies this invisible string of law, family, and authority that inevitably renders me inert. I suppose what people seem to not realize is that every decision which turns out to be a failure will grant me 1,000 times the amount of satisfaction than staying inert or even succeeding in the guidance of another. I would rather make a mistake, perhaps even be homeless if we were to make it that extreme, than stay unknowledgeable or laboriously dependent on another. I'm not trying to be corny. I'm not trying to be rebellious. All I want is to simply live in accordance to myself, even if I am a mistake. I do have outlets of expression, however. I write, journal, read, talk, attempt to embody my values, even though I do often fail. I'm not perfect. Work out and eat healthy. Yet, despite the amount of satisfaction I gain from these goals, they don't solve the central problem I continue to face. It is simply not enough expression. I am never free. I want to be entirely free. I want to pursue my goals restlessly. I want to help others. But to help others, I need a car. To get a car, I need money. To get money, I need a job. I can't get a job because I have to rely on my parents to drive me to my job, and previously they refused and continue to refuse. I can't walk because it would take actually hours, and my parents, which I rely on for food, would get upset. That's unsustainable, because if I upset them for too long, they'll inevitably kick me out, and then I'll be left with nothing. Yet, even perhaps this nothing is more satisfactory than having everything. I guess at this young age, it's only inevitable for me to be brought back to my parents, and it's not worth the endangerment of my future tuition if I decided to do anything drastic. I cannot do anything at all except influence this small sphere of control that I have now. Yet I have so much ambition, it moves me to the point of tears and frustration that I cannot do anything with it. I experience this world through the small box of privileges that I have, and I'm deeply jealous of the others who have just more autonomy. Perhaps this is why I always hated being young. The echoes of my words are reduced to nothing. My body is reduced to the financial implications of housing and food, and I am alienated from those around me who I can't stop irrationally caring about. I hate this individualism, and I try to foster a sense of collectivism in places where it's least expected. I just wish I was heard more. So maybe I should start a YouTube channel. Maybe other people can hear my voice at last and perhaps even resonate with what I'm saying. Dear viewer, know that you are worthy of another's ears, another's heart, and another's hand. You are beautiful in your capability, and you should never let another's shadow hinder the brightness you have in your heart. In moments of conformity, scream out, kick, yell, rebel with every fiber of your being, for that's all you can ever truly call your own. I hope my words don't go to deaf ears, and please know that I do truly care about you. You deserve to be heard.